Brought to you by Kellogg's, the folks who bring the best to you each morning. The widest choice of cereals in the forms you like best. Yours from Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now let's all play What's My Line?
And now let's meet our award-winning panel of What's My Line. First, the delightful star of stage and television, Miss Arlene Francis.
And now the co-producer of a new play opening in New Haven tomorrow night, Sweet Love Remembered, starring Margaret Sullivan. And that is not a plug, it is just identification for Martin Gabel.
Having at last gotten identification, I'd like to introduce a woman who needs no identification, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Thank you, Martin. And I would like to introduce our Random House publisher, Mr. Bennett, Cerf.
The format of this show calls for a live panel moderator, and we have a very live one just back from Paris with the most interesting collection of modern art, Mr. John Charles Bennett.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What's My Line. It's good to be back home again and good to look at the prospect of giving the panel a rough time of it, particularly after Bennett's remark. We'll also have a famous mystery guest before the panel a little bit later in the show, and we'll meet our first challenger after this. And now let's meet our first contestant. Will you come in and sign in, please? Gerald Bain. Right, sir?
Right.
Mr. Bain, where are you from?
Virginia, John.
Virginia. Oh,
Right.
Fine. It's nice to have somebody from Virginia with us in this period just around the beginning of the year. Mr. Bain, may I present the panel? Mr. Bain. Would you join me over here, Mr. Bain? Do you know how we keep score?
Yes, sir.
All right. In that event, we'll let the folks in the audience here in the theater and those who are looking in at home know exactly what your line is. All right, panel. We can tell you that Mr. Bain is salaried, and let's begin the general questioning with Bennett, Cerf.
Mr. Bain, is there a product involved in what you do?
No, sir.
That's 1 down and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
Do you work for a profit-making organization?
No, ma'am.
That's 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Gabel.
Do you do your work in Virginia?
No, sir.
3 down and 7 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
We're surrounding him anyway.
Mr. Bain, would you be described as an executive?
This is a very broad term, Miss Dorothy. We would have to agree that in his particular area he does exercise executive responsibility. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Would you like me to withdraw the question?
No, that's fine. If that misleads you enough, if that doesn't mislead you.
Mr. Bain, do you work indoors at all?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you work for any branch of any government?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it a government that exists in the United States?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it the federal government?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you ever work in Washington?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you say that you worked indoors more than outdoors?
It's about 50-50.
I guess that gives you a no, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know. It gives me a 50-50 yes, too.
The point is well made, Miss Kilgallen. Proceed.
Ask him for questions.
Do you, all right, I'll ask something that's sure to get me a no. Do you ever wear any sort of uniform or other costume than a business suit that would be identifiable if you were wearing it now?
No, ma'am.
That's 4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Bean, did you have anything whatever to do with the recent trip of President Eisenhower abroad?
Yes, sir.
Did you go along on this trip?
Yes, sir.
Were you connected with the presidential party?
Yes, sir.
Did you have anything to do with Mr. Haggerty?
I would say no, sir.
No, I think not, because the question is asked
I
in
meant
terms...
was yes. Was it something to do with press relations?
Ah, fine,
No.
Bennett. Now
No,
that you've
sir.
explained that, we'll
Thank
give you
you
the
very
ball. That's
much.
5 to go, Miss Francis.
Would you be considered a bodyguard in any way, Mr. Bain?
Yes,
A
ma'am.
protection officer for the president?
Yes, ma'am.
A Secret Service man, yes.
That's right.
That's right. But Jerry said, well, I'm glad you did. Miss Francis didn't say the FBI.
No. Secret Service, I hesitated a moment, but the panel helped me out on that.
Actually, let me clarify things. Mr. Bain is Assistant Chief of the White House Special Detail, and he not only accompanied the President on his journey, but he went with Jim Haggerty, the White House Press Secretary, on the pre-trip, during which all the arrangements for security, etc., were made. And this is, I didn't have a chance to ask you any questions while we were over there. Did you, in your pre-trip with Jim Haggerty, have any idea that you would have the reception in New Delhi, in India,
No,
that
no.
you received?
Not like it was, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Had you taken special precautions in anticipation that it would be a big and excited crowd?
We always do that, but this was more than we'd anticipated.
Was there ever a moment of danger, Mr. Bain?
I don't believe so. They were friendly people, thank goodness.
Yes, indeed.
Well, now, you have been on the White House Secret Service detail since my old days in Washington with Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Have you ever seen a reception for an American president to compare
Never, John.
with the New Delhi and others there, too, actually?
No, never. I never have.
I
They
must
want more now, John.
That's true. There are a lot more people. And, of course, President Roosevelt didn't go out into these areas where
That's
these
right.
vast millions turn out just because it's something big and exciting in their lives. And I must say I felt sorry for Jim Rowley, who is an old friend of mine, as Jerry knows. We get into places like, for instance, Casablanca on the way home, and we ride this 16 miles from the airport into Casablanca proper, and about every 2 miles we run into these Berbo horsemen with these big muscle-loading muskets, you know, and their idea of fun is to fire these things and ride beside the president's car. It sounds like a 5-inch naval gun going on. You expect the gun to blow apart, the horse to blow apart, and the Berber to blow
That's
apart,
right.
too. Well, I must say for the Secret Service, and I don't want to gild the lily, but you did a wonderful job under
Thank
the
you,
most
John.
trying circumstances, and I'm sure you and Jim are very proud of your detail, and you should be.
Thank you.
And thanks very much for coming to What's My Line. We can go
Thank you very much.
The Secret Service, by the way, is a branch of the Treasury Department, because we didn't get up to that, did we? Well, now let's see what we can do with the second challenger. Would you come in and sign in, please?
Hazel Williams, right?
Is it Miss or Mrs. Williams?
Mrs. Williams.
And where are you from, Mrs. Williams?
Bangor, Maine.
Bangor, Maine. Down Maine. Down Maine, that's up there. Nice to have you with us. Mrs. Williams, may I present the panel? Panel? Will you join me over here, please? Mrs. Williams, do you know how we keep score?
Yes.
All right, if you know how we keep score, we'll tell everybody except my friends over there, panel across the stage, just exactly what your line is. All right, panel, Mrs. Williams is salaried, and let's begin the general questioning with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Mrs. Williams, do you work for a profit-making organization?
No.
Oh, 1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mrs. Williams, are you connected in any governmental way, whatever, with any kind of governmental agency, local or state or national?
Yes.
You are. Well, since we've already had one national one, I'm going to rule that out. Is it other than a national agency?
Yes.
Is it other than a state agency?
No.
No. That's 2 down and 8 to go, Miss Francis.
Is there ever a time that a product could be associated with what you do, Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Do you have, is this product something that all of us are familiar with?
Yes, indeed.
Is it something that might be in the home?
Oh, yes.
Would I have one in my home, do you think?
No doubt you would have.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice for me, huh?
Yes.
Now, that isn't a man. It's,
That's not an insult, is it, Arlene?
No.
She means she's got one already.
I've got a man already, and the government didn't supply him. Does it have any moving parts?
No.
I was still thinking about a man, obviously.
3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Gabel.
Was this product ever alive?
Yes.
Yes. Does it come from the sea rather than the earth?
Yes.
Maine is one of our great coastal states. Have you anything to do with the fish industry?
Yes.
Is your work more often outdoors than indoors?
No.
That makes it 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Well, since you work for the state, do you have anything to do with giving people permission to fish or conserving the fish in any way?
5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Miss Williams, have you got anything to do with the hatching of fish or of stocking fish hatcheries, dear Arlene? Lobsters or something.
6 down and 4 to go, Miss Francis.
I'll lay 8 to 5. He doesn't know what a fish hatchery is.
Hatch up and down.
Do you have anything to do with the inspection of fish? Would you be an appointed inspector? John is looking like one of the fish right now.
I beg your pardon, Miss Francis.
You were going...
Yes, I think we would have to say that's...
What was the question again?
The question, are you in any way appointed a fish inspector? And we would have to say, yes. As a matter of fact, I think it would be a little bit unfair to chase them all the way down the street because you have got the basic occupation. Mrs. Williams is a fish inspector, more particularly a sardine taster. I mean, she works for the state of Maine and tastes 150 sardines a day.
To find out if they're good?
Quality control, yeah, quality control, because the state of Maine is very fussy about the quality of the sardines that go into the can.
What about poor Mrs. Williams? Don't you ever get sick?
Oh, no. Goodness gracious. Sardines are good for you. Especially Maine sardines.
No, she tests them for flavor, taste, odor, etc.
I see.
Miss Kilgallen?
I just love sardines, but I was just wondering, after the 149th, how can you tell?
The sardines tell her.
It could be a codfish on your taste. You see, in taste testing, we don't actually swallow all those sardines.
Well, it's like tea tasting.
Yes, we taste them, and then we give them a grade. And it's a state law that all the Maine sardine factories have to send samples to our laboratory for analysis. And you see, we check them for taste and odor and weight.
And how they look in the can.
Can I ask you one question, Mr. Williams? What is your record number of sardines you have ever tasted in one day?
It probably would be very close to 300 or 400.
In a single day?
Yes.
How did you get into this?
She wanted to be on What's My Line. The state of Maine had a special examination for tasters and, of course, a written test. And out of this examination, they were able to pick people that were sensitive to various tastes and odors and flavors and so forth.
Fascinating.
Was it a blindfold test? Practically, yes. We had to identify different odors and flavors.
It's a very fishy story.
No, Bennett. Well, I must say, Mrs. Williams, I'm proud of the panel because yours was a very difficult occupation, but I think they came close enough to say that they did get it.
Yes, they did quite well.
And we will look upon our sardines with much more respect in the future, knowing they've come through your gentle hand. Thanks very much for being our guest. Nice to have you on. And now we'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment, but first, here is a word from our... And now we come to the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery celebrity, for which I ask my friends on the panel to blindfold themselves, as you all know. Are those blindfolds in place, panel?
They are, John.
Good. Will you come in, mystery challenger, and sign in, please? As you know, panel, in the case of our mystery challenger, we go to a different form of questioning. You ask questions one at a time, in turn, clockwise. And let's begin with Arlene Francis.
Are you in the entertainment world?
Yeah.
Mr. Gabel.
Are you a female?
Yeah.
Miss Kilgallen.
Are you primarily known for your work in the movies?
Yeah.
Mr. Cerf.
Are you a superb dancer?
No.
Professionally?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
Are you in New York because you are publicizing a new picture that is about to open?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Gabel.
Have you a picture now playing on Broadway?
No, sir.
3 down and 7 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
You hesitated for quite a long time when I asked if you were primarily known for your work in the movies. Have you appeared on the New York stage, too?
No, ma'am.
4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Cerf.
The last time you looked in the mirror, were you blonde?
No, sir.
No?
5 down and 5 to go, Miss Francis.
Have you appeared on television?
Yeah.
Mr. Gabel.
Have you ever appeared in nightclubs?
No, sir.
6 down and 4 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Never appeared in nightclubs? Golly. She has a picture on Broadway. Excuse me, John, I know we didn't ask for a conference.
My fault, John.
It's all right.
You have never appeared on the New York... I'm just going over this because I don't think I've gotten it straight. She has not appeared on the New York stage or nightclubs.
But television does.
Well, have you ever made any records? Singing records?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Cerf.
Well, you said you weren't a blonde. Can we take it for granted then that you're a brunette?
No.
No, you can't. That's 7 down and 3 to go, Miss Francis.
Bald-headed.
It's Yul Brynner. No. Well, that leaves us a redhead and a white-haired lady, and she sounds more redheaded than white-headed. Are you redheaded?
Yeah.
Mr. Gabel.
Are you about to appear in a television spectacular of some kind?
Yeah.
Miss Kilgallen.
Oh. I pass.
Are you an American girl? I can't hear the answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. The microphone didn't work there for a minute. Would you answer the question?
By birth, I meant, of course.
Yeah.
What was that? I'm
Yes.
sorry.
She's American.
Question, are you an American girl? The answer is yes, Miss Francis.
Now, you said a television spectacular. Is this a television program that has at its head either a male or female star? What's funny about that?
Well, that'll get you a yes. And then you won't know any more than you did before.
Yeah.
Well, because it could be just a loose spectacular.
The answer is definitely yes.
Program.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Gabel.
Is it a male star?
Yeah.
Miss Kilgallen?
Perry Como it is.
All right, now tell me the next.
It's Perry Como.
But that's not Perry Como.
There's somebody here.
May we have a conference?
Yes, you may have a conference for 10 seconds.
When does he...
Arlene seems to be orbiting in on something, or...
No, I just know that
Iris
somebody
in
is
on
here
something.
from Hollywood to be in a Perry Como show this coming week.
A redhead who has never
Who's
appeared in
redheaded?
supper clubs.
Wait.
Wait a minute. Whoops. But she's supposed to be on the coast.
Take a chance.
Well, Rhonda Fleming's a redhead, but I don't know whether she's going to do anything. I won't... Well, this is...
Maureen O'Hara. Oh, is it Maureen O'Hara?
That's right. Well, I don't know. I'm exhausted, panel, but you did splendidly. Actually, it is right on Wednesday night on
It is Perry
Como
Como.
show.
Yes,
With Perry on Wednesday, but then
Wednesday.
I'm also going to do Mrs. Miniver for David Susskind on special tonight on
Oh, lovely.
January the 7th.
Lovely.
So that's in
Well,
January.
the television
Let's
screen will be enhanced by your presence. I'm glad you're here
Well,
to
thank
do
you
them,
very
Mr. O'Hara.
much.
And Miss Maureen, thank you for being our guest. It's always a
Thank
delight
you.
to have so much
I must
beauty
say, I
with
didn't know
us.
how to answer you on was I American or not, because I was born in Ireland, but I am an American citizen.
She's an
I'm very
American gal
proud.
now, right?
And there's no doubt about it.
Not by birth,
No.
but an American gal now.
But I'm an American girl now.
Right. It's a deal. Thank you very much,
Thank
Miss
you very
Maureen.
much.
Goodbye. And we'll have another contestant after this word from our alternate sponsor. And now let's meet a final challenger. Will you come in and sign in, please? Right there. Sal Russo. Thank you. Will you, Mr. Russo? Come and join me, will you, over here? Panel, to save time, I will tell you that Mr. Russo comes from New Rochelle, New York. Do you know how we keep score, Mr. Russo?
Yes, sir.
All right, then let's let the folks at home and those in the audience know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, be fair with you. We have only 2 minutes. Mr. Russo is salaried, and let's begin with Martin Gabel.
Mr. Russo, could I use whatever service or product you're connected with?
Yes, sir.
Is there a product connected with what you do?
Yes, sir.
I would say, to be fair, Martin, there are products connected with what he does.
Are you in what would be called the retail line rather than the wholesale?
Yes, sir.
Do you come in immediate contact with the public in your job?
Would say so, yes.
Is it a market of any kind in which you work?
No, sir.
1 down and 9 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Mr. Russo, do you work indoors?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you sell or attempt to sell to many people at one time rather than an individual customer,
No.
like an auctioneer?
2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Cerf.
The products that you sell, Mr. Russo, can they be lifted by hand?
3 down and 7 to go. There's a
cannot.
presumption of error in the basic question. That makes it Miss Francis.
There are many products, you said. Are they diversified? I mean, and it isn't just one product in different sizes and shape. It is really several different kinds of products. Is
Yes.
that correct? Would you have them in a house, these different products?
Yes.
Could it be different kinds of furnishing?
Could be.
Yes.
Well, you mean, are you like an antique dealer or a second-hand man or anything
No.
like that?
Do we have a conference?
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Maybe it's art.
Oh.
No, I said...
Maybe he's an auctioneer.
No, art?
Could be. I'm off. You're on.
I got to ring down the curtain. I'm sorry we've run out of time. I thought you might just get it because of the season of the year. Mr. Russo actually is with famed Saks Fifth Avenue, and he is the complaint adjuster for that store. That's why he gets... Thank you. I'm sorry we didn't have more time. Nice to have you here. And I'm sorry we're just about out of time, so I will say good night. It's nice to have you back with us, Martin, and good night, Miss Arlene Francis, Mrs. Gabel.
Good night, Martin, for now.
See you later.
You bet.
Night, Dorothy.
Good night, Martin, for now. Good night, Bennett.
And boy, Miss O'Hara is redheaded. I look. Good night, John.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for being with us on What's My Line?
Transportation for contestants on What's My Line is arranged by United Airlines. What's My Line is a CBS television network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Todman.